Hi, loves. This is Sushila from Oracle Wellness, and I wanted to take a few moments to talk about some of the energies that have been mounting over the past week or so. We had a full moon in Scorpio last week, which was really, really intense for a lot of people. It seems from about Sunday to Thursday of last week, people were feeling an intense pressure, a strong sense of unease and nervousness, and almost confusion, um, bordering on a frantic sensation of worry or um, confusion about what was or wasn't happening. And a lot of people felt like once it reached past the full moon on Wednesday that there would be this huge energetic release because so much pressure had built up. And it doesn't seem like a lot of people have had that experience. It feels more like a petering out of energy and very anticlimactic, leaving a lot of people in a state of almost ennui. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Mars is still in retrograde, and Mars has been dealing with a lot to do with our sexuality and relationships and how we move forward and progress through things that are usually approached in a conquering sort of standpoint. And Scorpio also deals a lot with sexuality, fight or flight, and more basic primal needs. And so part of the reason that it doesn't feel like there was this big release after all of the pressure is because Mars is still in retrograde. And Mars is going direct tomorrow on the 19th, which is why I'm making this video and posting it now so that you have a little bit of clarity as to what that means. When Mars goes direct, all of those arenas that have been dredged up from the shadows around your sexuality and intimacy and how you relate to others in those areas is going to flush out and things are going to become much more direct. I made a comment on my Facebook page yesterday about how it's like when you draw back on a bow and there's a ton of pressure that is built up. That bowstring is about to be released. That arrow is about to be let loose. And it's really important in this time, as that energy does finally release, that you are in your body, that you're grounded, that you feel your bones, that you allow the uncrossing and the unfurling to occur with spaciousness and with grace and with ease and with a receptivity and an openness that allows you to have a gentle gaze in the direction of your target or your focus. That way your arrow, your energy will fly straight and true. It reminds me very much so of the tarot card, the Eight of Wands, where you see 8 staves flying through the air, obviously projectiles towards a target, but you don't actually see the target that's being aimed at. And many times that causes a lot of unease for people when they don't feel like they can very clearly see what they're shooting at, even though they know they're going in the right direction. So this is a time to open yourself, to create expansion, and to create space within you so that your view goes from tunnel vision into something much more panoramic and spacious, and you can begin to take it all in, process it, and move forward with swiftness and with clarity and focus, and all of that energy that's been mounting, that momentum that's been building up, you can release it into the coming weeks and the coming months. I also discussed earlier in an earlier video about the Grand Cardinal Cross that we had, last month, that as that unwound itself and as we moved towards June and July, that we would start to see a lot of alignment. So that's what you're feeling right now. So even though it doesn't feel like the cork popped a couple days ago with the full moon, I assure you that energy is moving in that direction, and to be as grounded and centered as possible during this time will behoove you. Another thing that can be done are uncrossing rituals, um, road opening work, whether it's spell work or candle work. I'm actually taking special orders right now for those. So if you would like to have a little bit of my mojo with you, you can place an order with me for a candle that I will create specifically for you to burn and release these last vestiges of tangled and ensnarled energy so that you can move forward with grace and ease. But doing these types of workings and these types of rituals, because they are so symbolic and they are so focused, actually does help us on an energetic, emotional, spiritual, physical, and psychological level to release that which is holding us back and creating knots and tension, and to move forward with grace and ease. There's more information that you can always find on my website, www.oracle-wellness.com, or you can always reach me on Facebook, Oracle Wellness, or Sushila Battagione. Thank you so much, and please feel free to leave comments or ask questions. I will get back to you all as quickly as possible. Have a wonderful week and enjoy the writing and the aligning and alignment of the planets during the next few days.